Previously on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc.
If we agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. It's gotta be Kyoko.
Hey,
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Perfect. I was right. Me with my big brain. Kyoko!
Kyoko, you're still alive?
No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. I could say the same about you.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
what?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. So make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. It'll be one step ahead of you. Or I'll be one step ahead of you.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die.
Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we've got to deal with a ghost, yo. I told you stop talking. You stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
Master, wait for me.
Stop talking. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I want to investigate the second floor of the dorms. Second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Phew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
Sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
just a second.
Hey, what are you doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
It would seem
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Man, there are not a lot of people here. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, and my ass. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait. I can't.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed. Let's get on with the show.
And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you think he says that every single time, like, out loud? And everyone's like, Mukuro, we get it. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Let's set some skills. There we go. Cool. Class trial time. Here we go. I think this is maybe the last one. Okay, no.
Well then, let's discuss
There we go.
the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
Well, it's gotta be Mukuro,
Kyoko.
right?
There's no other
Are you
explanation.
fucking kidding me?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
Ghost!
But she has
Ghostbusters!
legs and stuff.
Ghosts can have
that's
legs, maybe.
Just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Ghost
There's a limit to
technology.
how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Right.
And let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead
I mean,
body.
she's standing right there. Is this really a debate?
The traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Her gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would
Well,
you
it's the
happen to know the
scars.
answer?
In fact, Monokuma told
Yeah.
me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
It happens.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Right.
Probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Then, okay.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. Probably because she's standing right fucking there. She's breathing. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Make my argument. Probably the tattoo, right? Or fake nails?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
I'm gonna load up fake nails.
Impossible.
Not that.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The
Okay,
dead
can I-
body wasn't wearing gloves.
They
Yeah.
got burnt up in the
Oh,
explosion.
I'm lagging. Fuck.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, fuck.
Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This lag is killing me.
Discussion is idiotic.
Okay. I know that body isn't Kyoko, and I know I can prove it.
That
Woof.
Kyoko there. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Fuck.
is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is
Ugh,
idiotic.
okay. Come on. We can do this.
Okay,
Just
then prove
use
it.
our
burnt
whatever
up in the
it's called. The
explosion.
slow time shit.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
Right.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right?
Right.
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Exactly.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
And you do?
Everyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I
What
wore
the fuck?
fake
Why would you
nails,
need to-
the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Why would they need to be perfectly fit?
And that's that.
Their
the
gloves.
dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you,
so
Byakuya.
then,
I
who's
can't
the
believe I
real
just said thank you to
victim?
Byakuya.
First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Probably Mukuro. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Byakuya just said that. Everything starts from there. Alright. Okay. Yeah.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then
So
who
it's a
died?
tattoo. Because
Gotta
that's
be
a pretty
some
big
way
clue.
to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
It
and
happens.
there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
It also
Well,
happens.
if we can't identify the body,
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Fuck. Shit. I'm bad at this. Okay. Give me a minute.
If Kyoko really is, then who died?
there's gotta be some.
I died.
I don't think so. The face was scorched
Fuck.
beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body,
You're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. We can, and we will. It is 100%
There was
Mukuro
one clue left
Ikosaba.
behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
Her
You'll
tits!
die a cruel and unusual death.
They were exactly a C
An
cup.
unusual death. This I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
see.
She's just being stupid.
So if everyone takes
Ignore
off their
them, Mukuro.
shirt,
Tell us
and
what
we
you're talking
measure,
about.
you know,
The key to figuring out who it was
you too, Hero and Byakuya.
is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It looks more like a
Her
wolf, but
master
okay.
must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
That's fucking weird.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No,
No,
Toko's
that's
just
not
dumb.
it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
It's fucking hot in my room. Sure. If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Well, it's gotta be Mukuro's thing, right? Mukuro's profile?
I got it!
Fenrir.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a
Must
tattoo
get tased.
representing
Oh.
Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
So it's like a fairy tale guild. The image that represents Fenrir is a wolf. It's a wolf. Or am I spelling out dog? No, okay, it's gotta be wolf then. Oh man. What is it gonna be? Where the fuck is the W? Give me there we go. Wow, that was easy. Holy shit,
Now
that
I
was easy.
understand.
Now I've got it. Now I'll show you
The
that Sonic.
representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
A cat. Meow.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
Bark.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally
Oh
got a
man,
glimpse
I
of the
love the
literary
Marvel
all-star.
universe.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means
Exactly.
She likes
The
dogs.
body we
Bark,
found
bark.
had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
So it must have been me.
hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial
Yes,
this time is
indeed.
to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Why does he say it like that?
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe it's more than one person?
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Okay.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Ah, so she's Captain America. We
If
figured
I
it
remember
out.
correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Mukuro, right?
No, she said that she was the ultimate despair.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro
Me.
Kusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
It happens.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Well, not enough to die
Which
in the
would mean
first
she
minute.
was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Me.
It must
Wait.
have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
After
No,
all,
the
then.
headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is
Is he
first
floating
and
on that chair?
foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Prattle? Okay, but isn't the point of a debate that we
Fine.
talk about it?
Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what
Reality
happens,
is an
we
illusion.
will
The universe
find
is a
out who you
hologram. Bye,
really are.
goodbye.
I stake my family name on it.
The
I
Togami.
have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
Okay.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
I'm
The reason
stupid!
we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students
Among
has
us.
taken
Among
place.
us.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains.
No. Oh, that fucking leg. Holy shit.
What you're saying is that both
There we
the
go.
victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's
Nah.
a chance that there's some mystery 17th
Oh
person
my
who's
gosh.
been hiding all along.
Nope.
My
There
name
are
is
only
Sonic the
16
Hedgehog.
Students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Yeah, and we should believe you because...
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
You! I already voted.
Get a hold
Alright.
of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
Oh, they think it's
I'm
gonna be
sure
me or
you
Kyoko.
realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. It's gotta be me and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm
In the garden, I found...
that at that point,
a
there
body.
was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's
Yes.
right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Hey man, what the
The
fuck?
whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Sure.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. Kyoko, I don't really
I
give
have
a shit
something I'd
about.
like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if
before
I'm
that,
accused of murder
just
and I
wanna
didn't
try
do
and get
it.
a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the
Byakuya.
garden yet. Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say
Well,
the
it's gotta
time
be
frame for the
after
murder was
7:30
between
7:30
then
because of the
and when we
sprinklers,
found the
right?
body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw
Sometime
the
after
body
10.
first was Toko, right?
Or no, it
She
was
went
like
to go
around
get the
9-ish.
pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? It was like around 9.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah, around there. You know, it could have been like 9:01. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30.
That's when the sprinklers go
I
off.
remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
And the body was dry before
Which
then,
means
so
from
you know.
10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
It happens. The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. Didn't it already begin? If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Because of the sprinklers. Sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yep, and Mukuro doesn't have an
misclicked.
alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So
No, it
Mukuro,
usually
if you
takes
have
me like
any
10
objections,
hours.
Now would be the time.
Okay. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Okay.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Right there, maybe? Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes
yeah.
you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Yes.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
Then it would have been
then
wet.
it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
No, but that was
Sorry, Toko,
after.
But you're wrong.
That was after we put out the fire.
How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
What the fuck?
How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're
By
stupid.
Denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Yeah, you're stupid.
Man, you're totally wacko.
Thank you, hero.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. Can't anyone else who was there do that? All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh, great.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
Yeah.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! no! I don't know anything! Hold on!
Okay,
How can you say it?
This should prove it.
cause you're dumb. Break.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Okay.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Oh yeah, I guess that too. But also the fact
If
that
the sprinklers
everyone
got
else
the body
but
wet,
you were there
shouldn't the whole
because
body
you were
have
knocked
been
out during the
wet?
explosion and I put out the fire with water that Byakuya gave me. Why can't
only
anyone
got
else
the
help
top
me out
wet.
here?
The
Fucking
bottom was
assholes.
Completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Me too.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
I put out the fire with water, not the sprinklers. You fucking
while the
idiot.
body was still on
Why is no one
fire,
else helping
I
me out
doused
here?
it with water. But only
Oh shit, sorry.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers...
Yeah, okay, so you can shut up now and stop talking for the rest of the game. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water, but only the part on fire, the top half.
so if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the
So it's
body was
Kyoko!
discovered at
Alright,
9.
let's kill her.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Mukuro could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Thank you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
It happens. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
I'm cool with that.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okie dokie. What?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course
You're
I'm
not the father.
I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Oh, the mastermind killed it?
A
Killed her? None of us did? The mastermind broke their own
We're
rules?
this far into the game, and now you decide
Ah.
to blame me?
Getting all defensive, huh?
Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Ooh, getting a little
Shut up,
spicy.
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway,
Thank God.
Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
Yeah, she did.
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
Oh, okay.
In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Coco.
You made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
I
As a
was.
result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's
Yeah,
gotta be
that
the
does look pretty bad.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's
Bitch!
explanation is
Why you gotta
still
throw me under the
insufficient.
bus?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you?
Because you see, there
Bitch is
is
trying
a
to throw
way
me
the
under the
body could have
bus.
avoided getting
Thought
wet.
we were friends, Kyoko.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover the body. Could it have been... Oh, the tarp in the shed, huh? Fuck, man.
I got it.
Kyoko's really just like...
You're talking about the tarp.
It's
aren't
just kinda... It's kinda
You
messed
catch on
up. She's
quick.
like, fuck you, Makoto. It's not me, it's you.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Wait, why would it get dirty if it's covered in water? Doesn't water make things clean? Unless it's like muddy water, but it's sprinkler water.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Okay, but wait.
This proves that the killer used the tarp
Why would
to
it
keep
get
the body
dirty
from
due to
getting
sprinkler water? Wouldn't that just make the tarp wet, not dirty?
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Mukuro
Stop!
just gave us.
It wasn't me. I'm telling you guys. Why would Kyoko say that, the stupid bitch? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? Because she's an asshole. No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? Then it must have had blood on it. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
It must have had blood on it.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Okay, I guess it's gotta be
By
before.
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Uh-huh.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Okay, how does that make
The other
sense?
side of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Right.
Because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
You're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Because it would have had blood on it.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself.
There we go.
Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Only washed one
If
side?
they had, they would have washed both sides.
Exactly.
Just washing the one side wouldn't
Still don't
hide
get how the
anything.
first side got dirty from water.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that,
I might just be an
what if
idiot,
the
but
very blood we
that
saw
makes
on the
zero
body
sense to
was
me.
meant as a kind of camouflage.
What? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They got the blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean... Oh, the chicken. Because there's only 4 chickens now. Chicken coop
I
chickens.
got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
Cock blood.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
And they all stand exactly the same way every single day.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Sure.
That's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Well, maybe they did.
I wonder
You don't know.
if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
That would make sense.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
How did the tarp get dirty from water?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Ooh, true.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Why?
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered
Makoto's
the body,
neck is really
was it
thin.
wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No, it was kind of like just placed over top.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
It also looks backwards.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body
Okay.
didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If
Oh,
that's
shit.
actually what took place,
You got me.
it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
I don't know.
Actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They could just hide outside the doors, huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
I mean, I guess.
Hina,
I didn't do it!
after you met up with Makoto
Because
in the
I
dining
didn't.
hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then
Damn
you
it,
had
Hina.
plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Fuck you.
That's not.
You're being really mean to me,
Don't bother saying it's
Kyoko.
not
You're a
possible.
meanie.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
You're a meanie, Kyoko. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Yeah, fuck you, Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a
Okay,
coin.
let's not do that.
50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, you're a dumbass.
Not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Oh, shit.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Even though it was a
So,
pretty small
what about
knife
it?
and it was sticking out of the body mostly.
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Don't.
That's what I thought when I first saw
Don't.
it.
Don't.
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We didn't know what she might do.
I don't want it anyway.
So, what to do?
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Me. Bro, Kyoko's framing me.
The knife we gave to Makoto?
She stood over my bed after I was
You
attacked,
don't seem surprised.
and then she
You
stole
must
the
have noticed
knife,
earlier.
and now I'm being framed.
Yeah.
Then why did you
Damn it.
hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just.
I was attacked last night. I couldn't be sure of what exactly happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife
Okay,
we
dude,
found
calm
stuck
down.
in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
That's not a thing. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Killer, I barely know her. Okay.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Okay.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before,
I didn't do it, guys.
that seals it. Makoto did it.
No. You're
Just
wrong.
because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
What if she didn't get oh, the fucking head
No,
wound.
it's wrong.
Head wound. I remember now. She had a head
Wait,
wound.
hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
The Monokuma file.
Don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body,
They just stabbed it
the
as
knife
a
had been
precaution.
thrust through the coat along with the body.
Thrust.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Why? The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it!
The head wound.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh, okay, I guess
Yeah,
that
you
too.
sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Thank you, Hero, for being a dumbass.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
The head wound.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was
But the
all the killer's
Monokuma
attempt
file
to
said
destroy
that it was a head
all
wound.
evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning.
Of course it does.
What's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you
The
bothered
bomb
to put
from
that lump of
Monokuma.
gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, that's absolutely
I might be
on the
dumb,
mark.
But even I'm not dumb enough to believe
Good job,
that.
Hero. A+.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Why don't you tell her? Unless you don't know, you dumbass. There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. And it's loading really fucking slow. Fragments?
I got it!
Oh, I'm
After the
lagging.
explosion,
There we go.
we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like
Yeah,
it
it's from the
somewhere
bomb.
before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
There we go.
It's part of a bomb.
And I don't know how. It doesn't really look like
Then
part of the bomb,
explosion
but
was
you
'cause
know.
of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
It
They
is.
wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Haha, and it falls back
And
on
the
Kyoko.
only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Yeah. Fuck you,
Hold
Kyoko.
on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I
Did it
have
not
no
say a
problem
head
with
wound?
that.
Am I
Let us continue
remembering
the debate.
incorrectly?
It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Boop 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 boop. Okay.
Then shall we continue the debate?
Yes, I guess.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Uh-huh.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
according
maybe
to
it
the
did say a head
Monokuma
wound.
file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
There we
And
go.
more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves the head wound.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma
No, they
file
weren't
makes it clear
fresh.
that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're
I love
safe in
Hiro.
assuming the blow
He's
to the
such
back
an
of her
idiot.
head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
I don't know.
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, it was a
I bet
dog.
It was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
I mean, maybe you can,
wouldn't
tiny
mind
hands.
testing it on you if you want.
Fuck off.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the
I
ground,
hate Toko
and
so much.
spit on it.
I'm upset she hasn't died so
I
far.
feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What the fuck?
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know?
Trying to think.
I knew we could count on you.
Oh,
Master.
the arrows maybe that we found.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've
You know,
produced the real murder weapon?
It seems that you don't know, Byakuya, and you just want me to say. You're just hoping that I know. The real murder weapon. It's gotta be the arrows, right? Titanium arrows.
I got it!
I am
Mukuro was hit in the back of the
titanium.
head with something.
Shoot me down,
And that's
but I
what
won't
killed
fall.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Mojo Dojo
That's what the culprit
from the
attacked
Powerpuff
Mukuro
Girls.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
You sound kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Sure, yeah. I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. The duct tape in the thing, I guess? Yeah,
The titanium arrow.
because there's duct tape. I don't know what that has to
It was
do
in
with
the
anything,
dojo
but okay.
locker, right?
Yes.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Sure.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Oh, what
Well,
the fuck?
Because in the Monokuma file, it said
Uh-huh.
the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Oh, I'm
It
pretty
seems
thick.
Like an arrow would just be too thin.
Fuck, I missed.
Talking back to Master. You have no right.
Shut up. If it was just a titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they used... Oh, did they put the duct tape on it?
Titanium arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt that was.
Are you sure?
You don't sound.
Well, it said the weapon must have been about... It seems like an arrow would just be too...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's
Another weapon?
Oh, fuck. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Yeah.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Oh, okay, that actually
Bundling
makes a
them
lot of
together
sense.
Using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is
Hey,
weak,
Suep.
but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
It
How
happens.
is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway,
I hate you.
that explains the murder weapon. As for
Cool,
who
so
the
we done here?
culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Oh, because she had the key.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we found the key in her room.
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Yeah, we kind of do.
Oh,
As much as, like, I like Kyoko, I mean, she was kind of being a bitch throwing me under the bus like that, but, you know,
What's the matter? Surely
try to
you
pin the
don't
blame on
intend
me.
to
It's
protect
kind of
a
mean,
murderer.
but, you know.
You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to
Ice cream?
the death of us all.
No,
Remember?
shit.
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
That rhymed. Yeah, it's the woodblock key. I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. The Kyoko dojo must be connected to the dojo locker. Yeah. There it is.
I got it!
I got it!
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
It was in your room.
Because I found it in your room.
Sorry.
It was in my room?
Yes.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
I mean, I guess so.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just
She was kind of, you know, trying to blame it on me, and
there's
that's kind of
one
fucked
more
up.
thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
Why were you in my room?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
I was gonna come kill you.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Oh, that's kind of sweet until you remember that she tried to kill us by putting the blame all on us. She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
What?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? We were fucking all last night. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to
Those
absorb
words you
something,
just
because
spoke.
that's not useful.
What do you mean?
Those words you just spoke. I
Exactly
don't
what I
understand
said.
English.
I'm
Fuck, I
not
missed.
the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
I hate the random,
what are
like,
you
spikes of
hiding?
lag.
Master would never hide something from me.
Yeah, you would, because he hates you.
There's
And we
proof
all
that
hate you.
aren't the culprit.
Okay?
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Oh, but why would she keep the
And
locker
then
key?
left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Yeah.
Could I really have done that?
Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to be. Oh shit! Right. Which would mean. Right. I completely forgot about
Those words
that.
you just spoke.
Exactly what
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than
Byakuya, what are
Fuck.
you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Right here.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key. to
There we
Byakuya.
go. Yeah.
So that's what you meant.
Yeah, dumbass.
I had the key to your room.
Then you did it.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Dumbass. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her, to try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Wait, what was her lie? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? What was her lie? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid out for us. The Mastermind's trap. Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. What is Kyoko's lie? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I don't. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? What is Kyoko's lie? Let me search it up. Oh, she stole the... Okay, so she stole the key that can open any room in the school. I have to decide right here, right now, whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Oh, shit. I'm gonna let it go. Like, I know I was giving her shit because she was trying to pin the blame on us, but I don't think she did it. I'm gonna let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
So maybe the Mastermind did do it, because he said that he had to follow the rules. Monokuma said that he also had to follow the rules, so what if he just broke the rules?
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
Yeah.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Now you suck,
But
Doko.
of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
I guess
There's only one
me?
other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto.
Oh,
right?
shit.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
Hid inside.
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
True.
And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Oh shit, it has to be him. He's cutting us off.
Time's up. Class trials all
So it has to be
over.
him.
Everyone can stop talking now.
Oh shit.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up.
Yeah.
Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
He's being
So
defensive.
then,
He
it's
did it.
time for voting time, okay?
Oh shit, okay.
Everyone, please vote
Oh,
using
fuck.
the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Voting time. It's time to do a vote. I'm gonna fucking die. Damn, look at all those A's. Yay. I did it. I did good, except for the fact that I'm about to die.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the
Uh-oh.
right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Both.
Hey, hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
They're gonna vote for me. Shit. It's Leon! Oh, wait, yeah, so it has to have been Monokuma. Because I think I would remember killing them. Or killing her. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Fuck off, Toko. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense.
Shing.
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills.
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know
know.
this is all my
Okay.
fault.
I thought she was done. I thought I had to voice the rest. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment
Holy shit.
time.
Oingo. Okay, so that he would have to have done it. He broke the rules. Or, yeah, that's like the only explanation I can think of. Oh, that's terrifying. Like, I guess it's quick, but, well, quick when you actually get to it, but the anticipation would be painful. That's just my 2 cents, at least. I don't fucking know. Okay, after school lesson. Look at me, super scared. Wait, why can't I just stand up? Like, am I bolted down? Am I strapped in? Can I not just get up and leave? It doesn't look like there's a seatbelt, so what's stopping me from standing up and then walking off the conveyor belt? What the hell? I mean, I guess you'd find some other way to kill me, but still. Oh shit! Oh shit! Alter ego! Fuck yeah! I have been saved. Maybe. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, okay. Okay, so maybe I am, like, strapped down to the chair, because I would be free falling there. I wouldn't be just still sitting to the chair. Next time on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. What the fuck just happened?
Uh-huh. What's this? What's going on?